right, this is our final story of the evening. Thank you. There's other stuff. So Sara came to the pitch session yesterday, and those pitch sessions were long, and I have never done this before, and I didn't really have a mechanism or a frame for kind of like being like, okay, wrap it up, or like, I got the idea, or, and so she sat and she listened to, at least 10 stories of other people, and it was her turn, and she told us that she had made a last-minute decision to come to Yes, and that she was interested in the storytelling, but she has a bunch of stories, and she wasn't sure, and she starts telling this, this sort of like series of connected stories that are all, sort of increasingly more beautiful and dark and deep and sad and happy and everything. We say, which one? Which of those stories needs to be told? And I said, go away, think about it, call me in the morning, and we'll talk. And so she came by this morning, and she told me a completely different story. And as soon as she told me, I knew that she was the closer. Sara, Luchian.
Thanks, Becca. You were very patiently sat through basically another pitch session's worth of stories. And thank you for saying, go away and come back, not just go away. So I'm really excited to tell this story to an audience of fellow adventurers and yay-sayers, because I'd love for you all to travel with me a short distance in time and a little farther in space to South Africa, 2004. I am on tour with my college choir on a game reserve in Pilanesberg National Park. And you have to imagine, the late afternoon sun is gleaming gold on the grassy hills, and all of my classmates are just drowsing by the pool, relaxing after a couple of weeks of pretty intense touring and rehearsing and singing. And me, I'm a little more restless. I'm kind of looking for something to do. And I see a flicker of movement in the corner of my eye, and it's a monkey. And I've never seen a monkey in person before. It's a vervet monkey. I don't know if you've ever seen one. They are sleek like cats and a similar size, but they have this very intelligent dark gray face and these bright, luminous, intelligent eyes. And this one had all of that plus a baby. It's so cute. So I had to go follow it. And I know what you're thinking, this is probably a really stupid idea. I know that with wild animals, you want to give them a safe distance, especially when there are babies involved. So I throw on my flip-flops and I grab my camera and I walk slowly and quietly behind the mama monkey and the baby monkey. And I'm actually, I'm sort of congratulating myself at what a good job I'm doing, because, I'm still within eyesight of the monkeys, and they are very chill. And I'm like, oh my God, Jane Goodall has nothing on me. Like I am the monkey whisperer. Like, with enough time, perhaps they shall accept me as their monkey queen. So just, normal, healthy train of thought. And as I'm having that train of thought, a number of other monkeys kind of join the mama and the baby, and they're kind of walking along, and I hear a friend go, oh, wow, and it's my friend Marianne, and she sees the monkey cavalcade and wants to take pictures as well, so she grabs her camera, and so we're all following the monkeys. It's a little bit like Make Way for Ducklings, except not with ducklings. It's 6 little gray monkeys and 2 big, dumb white ones following. And so we follow these monkeys to their final destination, which is a large clearing and a tree in the middle of the clearing. And a couple of them climb up into the branches, a couple of them are at the base of the tree, and it's all very picturesque. So Marianne kind of approaches to take a better picture, and I'm like, oh, be careful, but it's already too late. because two things happen at the same time. Marianne lets out a little shriek, and I feel something hit my leg. And I look down, and it's the mama monkey slapping my shin. There's a whack, 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 whack. Like I have been like a very bad, naughty monkey, and I need to get the hell away from this tree. And so I'm thinking, I'm gonna play it cool. How will my future monkey minions respect me if I run? But Marianne, again, has kind of given a scream, and she's running. And there's this moment, like the calm before the storm, where everything feels very still. And then the monkeys are seething in the branches of this tree. I mean, the whole tree's alive with them, gleaming fur and swinging tails and these keen little monkey fingers. And they start streaming down the tree towards me. And at this point, I'm like, I am out, like, going. So I start running up the hill towards the cabins, thinking that I can take refuge there. It's not an easy trip, actually. It's uphill, there's a lot of underbrush, it's uneven terrain, but all I'm thinking is I do not want to be caught by these monkeys, because I'm imagining them descending like a swarm of locusts upon me and leaving only my bones behind. And I'm starting to think, are my dental records up to date? Like, how are they gonna know it's me? Who's gonna tell my mom? Another train of very healthy and normal thought. And that's driving me up the hill, and I hear, a shriek from the underbrush. Sorry, Marianne, she keeps shrieking in this story. But, just some kind of death cry out in the woods. And, one of my flip-flops falls as I'm running, but I can't stop, right? Gotta keep going. I'm getting prickled by all this brush, and the other one falls in a ditch, and now I'm limp running along, but I can't stop because the horde is behind me, and I can feel their hundreds of beady monkey eyes. And so, all of the brush is prickling into my tender soles, but I'm so close to the cabins, and I finally get there, and I fling open the door, I hurl myself inside, I slam it shut, and gasping from air, I peek over the window to see if they're there, and I see nothing. There's nothing. I don't know, did I lose them? Did I imagine them? I don't know where they are. I'm thinking maybe they're lying in a wait. So I wait a couple of minutes, still nothing. I open the door with great trepidation. Nothing, okay. Thinking maybe I'm safe. Alas, poor Marianne has clearly perished. I should probably tell someone. I hope her dental records are up to date. So again, just wholesome. And so I'm picking my way down the hill. I'm looking for my flip-flops as I go, because it's very painful. I can't see them. I check in the ditch where I thought I lost one, don't see it there. I check in all the ditches and no flip-flops. And I'm finally approaching that clearing where this incident occurred, and I can see that the monkeys have either always just been in the tree or are back in the tree. And I'm giving it a very wide berth for obvious reasons. And I'm about to turn my back on the monkey tree when I see a flicker of movement in the corner of my eye. And my heart leaps into my throat, and I turn to look, and it's one of the monkeys clambering on a branch towards me. And she comes all the way as close as she can, and I see that she's holding something in her hand. And she stops right at the edge of the branch, and what I can only describe as a look of utter defiance, she drops it, and I see that it's my flip-flop. Just one. And we're making eye contact, and the vibe is very much like, yeah, you want the other one? Like, come and get it. And so, I took a deep breath, and I looked her right back in the eyes, and then I turned and ran the fuck away. Because, as we all know, fellow adventurers and yay-sayers, how rewarding it is to say yes, and how deeply rewarding it is to say yes and. But sometimes in life, like when you're staring down the true and rightful monkey queen, it pays to know when to say, hell no.